Okay. The number one reason why I did not confront him is because in his mind, oh, I flew you out. You met my family. First of all, I'm a content creator. I'm not a fake content creator. It's not my side hustle. It's not my side job. I am a full-time, real deal content creator. Many people bring me on their platforms for interviews to speak. I've done movies. I've done acting. Like, I've done it all. Okay. This is what I really do. All right. So if you have a platform and you want to collab with me, that's business. That is not, I flew you. It's not you flew me out to your house for us to hang out and kumbaya. No, you're a content creator. I'm a content creator. You brought me on your platform to create content.
Before we get in, but just a little backstory. See, Six the Goddis had an issue with Anton Daniels basically having this white saviors complex. And he basically took the side of just Pearly when she was basically saying some racist shit. Six the Goddis appears to and speak of black people as if she's pro-black. I fuck with it. Anton was sneak dissing her, so she had to pull the receipts while he was online. But like I said, I don't know if this rehashing a new beef or old beef, but we gotta get into it. It's a pattern with Anton Daniels when he's getting into it with these women. And his son, like 2K, can't understand why people that was close to him disconnected from him. So let's get into the video.
Like, why do you create the narrative before we even had a conversation?
I don't need to have a conversation with you, Anton, because you lie.
What did I lie about?
I don't want to go back and forth with you. You always say you never saw the video. You always say you never saw the video. You always say you don't know what someone is talking about.
What did I lie about specifically?
What did you come on here to say, Anton?
I came to say that this is some fake shit, Six, because you know you got my number in real life.
What do I need to say?
Anytime, no, if you're gonna let me speak, let me speak. Anytime that anybody has ever had a question, you know we didn't always reached out to each other. I even when motherfuckers that I was rocking with, that I was paying, that I was having conversations with, when they was coming against you, I never turned on you. And no, hold on. You know this because we had real conversations in person. You sat in my crib and we had these conversations. You know I defended you. You know I never mentioned your name one time. We didn't always disagree on almost everything that we stood on. Me and you had a conversation about how much we disagreed in my motherfucking kitchen. And I told you specifically, I said, yo, if you ever got a problem with me, if you ever have any disagreement with me, all you got to do is hit me personally, and I will tell you to your face whether or not I got a disagreement with you. And then the next thing you know, I look up and I see my name in your mouth publicly. And it's like, wait a minute. How is my name in her mouth publicly when specifically me and you agreed that if we ever had a problem with each other, we would call each other directly? I don't understand. Like, how you gonna say one thing publicly and then move differently privately when me and you personally had a conversation and we agreed how we was gonna move when it came to each other? I ain't never talked smut on your name. I ain't never said nothing negative to you. I defended you against the very people that had their name in your mouth when it was against my own best interests. I held you down. I always held you down. And even when I thought that you had a problem, you said you had a problem with one of my homeboys. And I specifically called you when I said, yo, that ain't even the case. I remember specifically when you told me, yo, I unfollowed you because you was aligned with this person that I thought I had beef with. And I said, that ain't got nothing to do with me and you. I got a direct line to you. I hit you up if I need you. I hit you up if I have a disagreement with you. You ain't never got to worry about nothing, regardless of whether or not me and you disagree on this issue or that issue. And you told me to my face, Anton, I know you disagree with me when it comes to this whole black issue or FBA or whatever, but I understand you move differently because your actions show that you actually support black people. You married a black woman. You got a black daughter. You showed me love. I flew you first class to Detroit. I put you in the best suite. I had you in my kitchen. We talked directly, face to face. You kicked it with my wife. You text back and forth with my wife. And now you want to sit here and act like we ain't got a direct line to each other. And then I look up and motherfuckers like, yeah, Six is saying this and that about you or whatever, so on and so forth. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Let me hit her up. I look up, unfollow me on Instagram, the whole 9 yards. I'm like, what the fuck happened? I thought we had a direct connection and we didn't let none of this online bullshit get in between us. If I have a problem with you, I'll call you directly. If you got a problem with me, you call me directly. I ain't never put your name in my mouth. Ever, never in a negative way. And you know this, you know it to be true. So what's happening? Like, why would you do that if you know me and you didn't have this conversation personally?
Are you finished now? Can I talk?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. What is wrong with me saying that due to your stance on Pearly, okay, which you are entitled to have, you a grown man. What is wrong with me saying due to your stance on Pearly, I just don't want to deal with you anymore? Why would I have to call you and say anything for what? You made it clear how you feel and I just don't want to deal with you no more.
And that's cool, but we agreed that we would say that directly and we wouldn't do that publicly. Why do I say
directly? For what? I'm supposed to go to your
Because that's what we agreed to.
No, I didn't agree to that. You agreed to that. You said, hey, you could just come to me. And I was like, okay, I never said, oh, Anton, if we ever fall out, I'm going to come to you. There's no reason to come to you. You're a grown-ass man. I can't tell you what to do.
Rita, did she, no. Did she not say this directly in our kitchen, in our crib?
Anton, let me ask you this.
That's crazy.
Who was this video about? Because I find it very interesting.
It was no. It was specifically. You want to know directly? No, name names. Name names.
No. Because I find it very interesting that 24 hours before you made this video, I did a video about how white people need to keep black people issues out their mouth. The next day you made this video. Who was this about?
Specifically, it was about Courtney. And the reason that I went into detail about it, because I said that specifically it was women that was working behind the scenes, trying to destroy us and had different people working. And it was more than just Courtney, but it wasn't just Courtney by herself, but it was people behind the scenes when we had got into it, because when she left the Peace Network the first time, she was working with my enemies. It was about more. It was about a lot of different women, but it was about left the people. Said that specifically it was women.
One more time, okay? Because I'm out here getting called that I've betrayed and I'm not loyal, and so let me just make sure we understand this. The question was, who was this about?
That was working behind the scenes, trying to.
Why just Pearly Things is more successful than you? Okay, now. I don't know if y'all saw this video that I did. Okay, so I want y'all to keep in mind that this video that I'm referencing is 3 months old. Okay.
Said that specifically it was women that was working behind the scenes, trying to destroy us and had different people working. And it was more than just Courtney, but it wasn't just Courtney by herself. But it was people behind the scenes when we had got into it, because when she left the Peace Network the first time, she was working with my enemies. It was about more. It was about a lot of different women, but it was about left the people. Said that specifically it was women.
One more time, okay? Because I'm out here getting called that I've betrayed and I'm not loyal, and so let me just make sure we understand this. The question was, who was this about?
That was working behind the scenes, trying to.
Why just Pearly Things is more successful than you? Okay. Now, I don't know if y'all saw this video that I did. Okay. So I want y'all to keep in mind that this video that I'm concerned about. So I knew things that he had going on and I was like, this is not giving for me. But again, I'm not finna go check no man. Like, why are you saying this? The man, and you want to collab with me. That's business. That is not, I flew you. It's not you flew me out to your house for us to hang out and kumbaya. No, you're a content creator. I'm a content creator. You brought me on your platform to create content. Hey, baby. I'm like, she's like, B. Taylor was like, now how I got put into this? B. Taylor was like, girl, I ain't said nothing about him about no vacation. So Anton got on there and lied and said that the person that he was talking about was B. Taylor in a video that had only been posted a week ago. This video is 3 months old. So Anton tried to say that he was referring to B. Taylor in a video that was done months after the video in question. So, Anton refused to admit that the video was about me, that he uploaded 24 hours after I uploaded a video about how non-Black people need to keep Black issues out their mouth. Anton proceeds to say that that video was not about me at all. It was about Courtney and B. Taylor, which came out to be a lie. This is exactly why I did not confront him, okay? The number one reason why I did not confront him is because in his mind, oh, I flew you out, you met my family. First of all, I'm a content creator. I'm not a fake content creator. It's not my side hustle. It's not my side job. I am a full-time, real deal content creator. Many people bring me on their platforms for interviews to speak. I've done movies. I've done acting. Like I've done it all. Okay. This is what I really do. All right. So if you have a platform and you want to collab with me, that's business. That is not, I flew you. It's not you flew me out to your house for us to hang out and kumbaya. No, you're a content creator. I'm a content creator. You brought me on your platform to create content. Okay. That's number one. Number two, if we have a conversation and you say, hey, Six, if you ever have a problem, come talk to me about it. That would be under the guise that I want to continue interacting with you in some way, shape, or form. I knew that once you were disparaging Black women by antagonizing us with white women, that I was no longer going to associate with you anymore. So there was no conversation to be had. I would have needed to have a conversation if I planned on continuing any kind of interaction or business relationship with you at all. That wasn't happening. I was completely cutting you off. And I planned to cut you off silently. I did not want to make a spectacle about it. Now, I do agree that if you've been friends with someone and you've been in their home, that if you do fall out, you don't smear them. You don't go telling their business. I hate when people do that. 1 minute, y'all.
That's a fact. But she ain't said nothing about him. So when he jumped on and tried to check her about saying something, she never said anything. His chat or whoever put a battery in his back to make it public when it was never public.
Friends, then you fall out. Now you're telling each other's business, shading each other. It don't gotta be that. My plan was to keep it player. All right. I see how you moving. And instead of, I tell my ladies all the time, instead of going to the man and trying to check him and tell him what he needs to do, stay silent, fall back, say nothing. Okay. So Anton comes and says that on a video that he was sneak dissing other people about, that someone should come to him directly about something. So we see you on the internet sneak dissing people that have worked alongside you for years, according to you, because you say that video was about Courtney. That video being about Courtney would be even worse. Either way, you are exhibiting behavior that when you fall out with someone, you then begin to disparage them and sneak diss them. I don't believe in that. If I ever called you my friend, my colleague, a business associate in any way, shape, or form, and we fall out due to a difference in thoughts or opinions, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to keep it playing. Ain't no need to disparage you. There's no need to tell your business. I don't need to call you out your name. I don't need to sneak diss you. Number two, Anton is a married man. Okay? He is a married man. It would be completely inappropriate for me to call another woman's husband and be like, hey, I don't appreciate this stuff you're doing where you're disparaging your entire race, who are the ones that support you. Because Anton, it is not white people that support you. Okay. It is not white people that are watching your stuff and supporting your channels. It's not. Okay. It would have been extremely inappropriate for me to call a married 40-year-old man and be like, I don't agree with what you're doing. And just to let you know, I'm not your friend no more. Don't ever call me again.
I don't think that would have been inappropriate at all. I mean, it would have been, low-key would have been goddamn fair, but you don't owe nobody no explanation if you feel like you want to cut them off. But if y'all was friends, then you know what I'm saying, or business partners or associates, there's a proper way to end business and friendships. And I think a call would have been cool, but if you don't call, then shit. Don't come, you know what I'm saying? The other person don't need to come in the internet when they didn't fact check if somebody was smearing their name or disrespecting them or talking about them behind their back. He ain't even fact checked it. So I can see both of them being kind of wrong. Like, but then again, like, if you don't want to fuck with nobody no more, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? All that formal dismissal don't mean nothing. And you just leave in silence.
That's not appropriate. A woman should never call no other woman's husband and check him about a fucking thing. I wish a bitch would call my husband and try to check him about anything. That would not go well for any woman. So why the fuck would I call a married man and break up with him? What the fuck? There was no conversation that needed to be had. It's not my place. Anton did not kind of make it clear where he stood. He doubled, tripled, and quadrupled down all around the internet talking about, yeah, him and Island Girl Q pussy ass, that pussy ass bitch. You square face whore. You so funny too, bitch. Because it's so funny how when I was on Lapive, you was all ha ha, keep, buddy, buddy. And now all of a sudden when all this happened.
Oh, she talking about that dark-skinned chick. Yeah, that bitch don't like me for some reason. I don't know. I ain't done nothing to her. I don't even remember speaking to the motherfucker. But it be a group of people falling out with each other. One thing I noticed, all the fucked up, slimy, grimy motherfuckers, they all somehow find themselves together with motherfuckers. Like, it be a group of them. That's what I'm noticing. Cause y'all know I was out of this for a minute. It be a group of motherfuckers that all congregate together and they all on whole shit and fuck shit. Men and women.
You was a pussy ass hoe. You fucking crimson chin. You Johnny Bravo head ass bitch. Bitch, you need to be a teacher for kindergartners and teach them shapes. And the first shape you can teach them is the fucking octagon shape your head is. Now Island Girl Q pussy ass out here DMing Tommy Sotomayor, who is lying on his dick about me, talking about, Tommy, I'm about to DM you about sex. Bitch, fuck you. You a bitch and you a whore. Okay, I don't know what you're getting out of being a third wheel with Anton and Rita and just kissing up to everything they do, but keep my name out your motherfucking mouth, bitch. You want anyone that do a stream about me, Q pussy ass is on there encouraging it. Yeah. So Q bitch ass, Q square jaw ass was on there talking about, yeah, Anton, you should get a whole panel of white women. Anton on there as a married man to a black woman talking about my milk of magnesia queens. Okay, fuck these bitches. I'm gonna get a whole thing of milk of magnesia white queens. Q.
At that point, you gotta know that. You gotta know that's performative. Cause just to give bro some slack and be fair, I ain't never seen no white woman on this goddamn platform. And if she did, she ain't stay for too long. Some of the stuff do be performative, but then when you go in and hear motherfuckers saying it so much, it's like, damn, that nigga might really believe that. But I'm gonna link this interview. I said interview. I'm gonna link this video in the description. But I think I'm gonna have to tap into who the fuck Island Girl Q is. Cause every time I done came on panels and shit like that, she always just had some smoke or some stank or stay. I don't think she like niggas. I don't know. One of them got a white husband. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but you tend to be disgruntled towards the niggas when you putting them goddamn pink Beyonce sausages down your goddamn throat at night. But y'all tap in, man. We gonna have to. It's like I'm exploring the goddamn YouTube file. These the X files in it, bitch. These the A files, nigga. Anton Daniels files, nigga. But yeah, we gonna tap in though.